Okay, let's see how this tastes. Oh my God. That is perfect. This to me is what Starry Night would taste like if you put it in a cup.
Hey everybody, welcome back. My name's Amara Andrew and today we're going to be making an art history mocktail. So exciting! This is a series where we take different artists, artworks, and art movements throughout history and then turn them into a mocktail. So when I was teaching an art history course, every single student would at least reference Vincent Van Gogh's Starry Night. That was like the main piece of artwork that they chose to discuss. Which makes sense because it's one of the most popular and well-known art pieces in the Western canon of art history. So I figured, why not start with that piece? Today we are going to try to replicate Vincent Van Gogh's Starry Night. Come along with me, we're gonna have so much fun. I cannot wait to see what happens, and let's just get started. I'm looking at Starry Night right now. It is such a beautiful painting. It's gonna be really interesting to see how I can turn this into a mocktail. The main formal aspects of this piece, of course, are the beautiful blue sky, the blue landscape underneath the sky, those bright little yellow dots, the big, bright ass moon in the corner, and then of course the cypress tree. I think it's a cypress tree. Cypress tree? Starry Night? Cypress tree! It is a cypress tree. Okay, whew, almost lost my art history card there. I have just the thing for the blue. Oh my God, okay. And I think I know what I'm gonna do for the yellow and this. Oh my God, okay. So enough chitty chatting, let's just get to the kitchen. When life gives you lemons, let's Van Gogh to the kitchen. Okay, so the reason why I got so excited is because I just remembered that I've made mocktails with blue spirulina powder before. This stuff is so blue and so pretty, and it's gonna be absolutely perfect for this mocktail. I'm also thinking of a lemon kind of simple syrup, possibly. I wanna have like a lemon wheel on the side of the glass as like a garnish, just because I think that'll look really cool. I just so happen to have some mint in the fridge. This will make a perfect fake cypress tree. First, I'm going to try to make the lemon simple syrup. I've actually never made one before, so let's do that first. Okay, so I just found some random ass recipe online for a lemon simple syrup, so I'm just gonna try to make that and then we'll see how this goes. Okay, so for the syrup, this recipe calls for half a cup of granulated sugar. I'm doing half a cup of demerara sugar just because that's what I prefer, so doop. And now the blood, or juice, of 3 lemons. So now let's simmer that shit. So I've let the lemon simple syrup cool and I have 1 ounce of it ready to go. I'm just gonna start making the drink. I think what I wanna do is just build it in the glass because I think that would be kind of fun. I know that the lemon simple syrup is gonna be heavier and denser, so I think I might try to put that at the bottom and then you just kind of stir it and then just put the blue spirulina powder over it, put some ice in it, and of course my favorite, Topo Chico, of course. It wouldn't be a mocktail by me without Topo Chico. I'm just gonna start making it and then let's just see what happens. Okay, so first I'm gonna take the blue spirulina powder. I think I'm just gonna do half a teaspoon of it. I've used this for other mocktail recipes of mine. Available on my website at amaraandrew.com. I think half a teaspoon is always a pretty good measurement. Ugh, look at how pretty that is. When you're using blue spirulina powder, it's best to add a little bit of water first just to make sure that it mixes in really well. Otherwise it'll clump and it'll get a little weird. Oh, my fingers are turning blue. Ah! I'm just gonna do a tiny, tiny bit of water. Okay, that should be good. Because I also don't want to water the drink down. So we'll just kind of whisk that up. All nice and mixed. Oh my God, that's like my favorite color ever, this blue. Oh, it's so pretty. But first, I'm just gonna put some ice cubes in my glass. I'm gonna take 1 ounce of the lemon simple syrup that we just made, pour that in there. Now we're pouring in the blue spirulina powder that was mixed with a little bit of water. Ooh, doesn't that look cool? So now what I wanna do is take my Topo Chico, pop it open, and then just pour that over. Just waiting for the bubbles to calm down. While that's settling, what I also want to do is incorporate my mint, because then it's like the cypress tree in the painting. I'll just kind of place that in there like so. And finally, of course, for the moon, I'm going to use this lemon wheel. So there it is. Let's see how it tastes. Ooh, that's really good. Oh, I just got like all simple syrup. Okay, so I need to mix that up a little bit better. It's really tasty though. And the color's so pretty. So I still feel like it's missing a little something. So now I'm gonna go back and do some research and then just kind of get an idea of the context of the painting. Like, I have an idea, obviously. It's like Art History 101. Let's go back to my desk area and then we'll kind of look into the context and see what we come up with. Let's Van Gogh! Let's just go. So, like I said, this is really good, but it's not knocking my socks off, which is what I want it to do. So we're back here at my desk to look up the context of Van Gogh Starry Night. That's why we're here in my research station. Welcome. I just got a little sidetracked on all the shopping stuff. You can literally get Starry Night in any kind of capacity. Like, you can get a necklace, a dress, faux paintings, shoes. Oh my god, you can literally get anything with Starry Night on it. That's amazing. See, then that brings to my mind, well, what makes a famous painting? Is it because it's been reproduced so many times? Which I know that that's a theoretical principle in art history, but is that what actually makes this painting so famous, is just the fact that it's been reproduced a lot? Or is it just because it's so pretty? Just what is it? Something for you to ponder. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that this piece was painted in Saint-Remy de Provence. Let's see, where the fuck is Saint-Remy de Provence? I know exactly what this mocktail is missing. Back to the kitchen! So after looking really, really briefly into the context of Starry Night, I didn't even get that far until I realized where Van Gogh actually painted it. And one thing that I noticed is that it was painted in Saint-Remy de Provence, which, if you know anything about Provence, you know that it is filled with lavender. Provence is known for its lavender fields, and the asylum where Van Gogh was actually has beautiful lavender fields on the surrounding property. I'm gonna incorporate this lavender into lemon simple syrup. So I'm gonna make a lemon lavender simple syrup, and I think that'll be the missing key. Okay, syrup number 2. Okay, so we added our lemon juice and demerara sugar for round 2. So this time we're gonna add a teaspoon, between a teaspoon and a teaspoon and a half of lavender flowers, dried organic lavender flowers. We're gonna let this simmer for 20-ish minutes. So it's all strained. Oh my god, that smells so good. I am so excited for this one. So now we are going to start making drink number 2. Okay, so like I mentioned with the first drink, we are going to add ice cubes first. So I'm gonna do 4 ice cubes. Next, we're gonna take 1.5 ounces of that lavender lemon simple syrup, and this recipe is gonna be on my website at amaraandrew.com, so have no fear. So we're gonna pour that in there. As I said, with the blue spirulina powder, we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon. And then we'll mix a little bit of water in with that. And when you're mixing this, you're just trying to make sure that you get all the clumps out. We'll just pour that over the simple syrup. That looks so pretty already. I know I already said that with the first one, but doesn't that just look so pretty? Next, we're gonna add the Topo Chico. Too bad I didn't get my degree in physics. I love a good pun. Kind of looks like a blue icy a little bit on the top. So there's that. And then, like I said, I want to do the mint to replicate the cypress tree that's in the foreground of the composition. Oh, this one too, just for some added greenery. Oh, and it just smells so good. Smell! And finally, of course, is our lemon wheel. Okay, let's see how this tastes. That is perfect. This to me is what Starry Night would taste like if you put it in a cup.
Oh my God. This is Starry Night. This is Starry Night mocktail. This is it. This is it. This is it. Compared to the old one, the old one's good. It's just like sweet and it doesn't have the full flavor and character and everything. But with the lavender, oh man, that is so good. So yeah, adding that bit of lavender to it totally helped create a full body mouth feel, I guess. I added blue spirulina powder for kind of an earthier taste, but also for the amazing blue color that it creates. I added the lemon because I thought that just looking at Starry Night, that's kind of what I envision, is just this like open rural kind of landscape, and it would just have this like lemony freshness to it. After doing my research, of course, I learned about the lavender fields. I think those two are like perfect together. The mint, once it sits in the glass, I feel like it'll add a little bit of fresh mintiness to it as well. But it also makes a really pretty visual as in addition to that. And then of course, the lemon wheel. So yeah, it's just perfect, I love it. I need to stop drinking this because now it's time to learn a little bit more about Starry Night. So follow me to the cocktail lounge, if you will. Now that we have made our Starry Night mocktail, so good. Let's talk a little bit about the history of The Starry Night by Vincent Van Gogh. The story of The Starry Night begins on the eve of December 23rd, 1888. Now, the entire account of what actually happened that night is still a huge mystery, but what we do sort of know is that there was an altercation between Vincent Van Gogh and artist Paul Gauguin. Van Gogh, who had suffered from really poor mental health throughout most of his life, actually also suffered from an acute nervous breakdown that day, and that resulted in him cutting off part of his left ear. 6 months after this incident, in May 1889, Vincent van Gogh voluntarily checked himself into an asylum in Saint-Remy-de-Provence, which we talked about earlier with the mocktail. Van Gogh stayed at this asylum until the following May. While at the asylum, Van Gogh was given 3 different rooms to use. He had his bedroom, his studio, and then his storage space for all of his paintings. The Starry Night was painted 1 month after Van Gogh checked into the asylum. The Starry Night is one of 21 varying scenes that he painted from his bedroom. What separates this particular piece from the 21 other scenes is that this one is a nocturne, which means that it just depicts a scene at night. Also interesting to note is that the village in this piece wasn't actually visible from Van Gogh's bedroom. Van Gogh added this based off all the other little sketches that he did on the surrounding property at Saint-Remy-de-Provence. Another interesting tidbit is that Van Gogh considered many, if not all of his pieces complete and utter failures, which is amazing to think of considering how much they are coveted and loved and how much they're worth now. And this also goes for The Starry Night. Van Gogh didn't find this particular piece very charming. In fact, he actually called this piece a failure in a letter that he sent to Emile Bernard in November 1889. So all that to say, if Van Gogh hadn't actually sought out help for his mental health, we wouldn't have this amazing, beautiful, mesmerizing painting that is The Starry Night. Take with that what you will. Make sure you take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, and who knows, maybe you can make your own Starry Night one day. So this has been an episode of Art History Mocktails with Amara. The full recipe for this drink is on my website at amaraandrew.com. Please comment below what other artwork, art movements, artists, art. I just sound like a seal. But anything art related, comment below what you'd like to see mocktailized. I'm gonna make that a word now. Mocktailized. Vincent Van Gogh, you've been mocktailized. Smash that subscribe button to make sure that you see all the other future art history mocktail videos. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers. Ta-ta. Sayonara. Hasta la vista. Bye. Ta-ta.